Here's the view as you enter through the front doors into the main lobby. It is Christmas time, so they have a very beautiful Christmas tree right in the middle of the lobby area. The lights shining down kind of remind me of drums. I thought there were drumsticks on top of them. That'd be cool if they were. But it's a really nice area. Then off to your left, there's a very large TV. You pan back over to the right here, there's another bar. We'll walk down there and take a look at that. Here's the bar, full liquor bar. And again, there's just guitars everywhere. You have these little, almost kind of private seating areas here. Excuse me. And here's the little stage where they have live performances every night. Here's the main check-in area. Check in online and avoid standing in the line. It really makes the check-in process go much faster. But you have Jim Morrison. I'm really not sure who that is. And there's John Lennon. So I just asked one of the workers here. I didn't know who that was in the middle. And that is Taylor Swift. Here's your baggage check and Avis Rent-A-Car and vacation planning area. And this is Elvis in the background. And I just asked one of the workers, I said, is this Bruno or is this Michael Jackson? He told me, you're right, it's both. He said that Bruno was so influenced by Michael Jackson that it's both artists. So yeah, I was trying to figure out which one it is, and I was right, it's both. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought this was a really cool touch. You can actually rent a Stratocaster and an amplifier and have it delivered to your room for your stay. So if you play guitar and you're staying at the Hard Rock, what a cool touch to actually get to play a Strat in your room at the Hard Rock. We have arrived at the room, so I thought I'd give you guys a quick tour of the room. As you walk in, on your left is this cabinet area. Has 4 drawers for your storage. Everything opens and closes smoothly as it should. You have a little workstation here where I will be editing some videos while I'm here. There is a single USB and 2 regular plugs right here. And then next to the station, you have 4 more plugs right here. 2 are taken up by the TV and the lamp. Above this desk area, you have this little decorative, it looks like old vinyl records. It's pretty cool. I hadn't looked and seen the names on each one of them, but I'm sure we will do that. And then you have a little sitting over area in the corner right here. 1 chair and a pretty good sized table and a nice lamp in that area, in the corner I mean. I really like the large headboard covering almost from floor to ceiling. It's very nice. 2 queen beds, and I've already laid on one of the beds and it's very soft. You get 4 pillows per bed, and there's extra pillows in the closet, the gentleman just told me. And then of course you have your phone here and a JBL alarm clock that I'm assuming is probably Bluetooth. Yep, it is Bluetooth, so you can link your phone to that. In between those you have another USB, 2 more regular outlets. And a nice little drawer here. Oh, you actually have 2 drawers here. So yeah, that's really nice. And again, they open and close smoothly as they should. And then there's a little pocket area underneath there. No storage underneath the beds. But that's kind of nice because that way you don't forget things. There's a full length mirror here, and it has some names of different artists, so you can stand up to it and see what height you are compared to different artists. Let's see who I compare to. It looks like I'm about the same height as Michael Bublé. That's pretty cool. And Bruce Springsteen. Cool. But that's a fun thing when you check in to do. I'm assuming this is an adjoining door, so if you had more people staying, you could request a connected room. In the foyer area, you have this little mini bar section that I thought was really nice looking. And you have your Fuji water, of course, $8 each. And here is your closet area with ironing board and your luggage stand for unpacking. Plenty of hangers. And I believe there's might be an iron. Nope, there's no iron. Yep, there is an iron. It's way back in the corner. Hopefully you can see that. And you have a blow dryer right here, and then your safe. And extra blankets above that. Below this little bar area is your mini fridge. And it looks like there's a drawer for even more storage above the mini fridge. And here's your vanity and your sink. Marble tops, really nice. I really like this. It's a little art piece just made out of drumsticks, painted different colors. I thought that was a really nice touch. And this mirror, if you see the 2 little arrows on the front there facing up and down, you can adjust the brightness on that mirror, which is really cool, and it gets really bright. Here is the bathroom, and it was very clean. The entire room was very clean. There were no strong odors of bleach or cleaners, anything like that. It just smelled clean, which is really nice. Plenty of towels. And here is the shower. I love the tile in the back of the shower. That's really nice. And a full-size tub, so if you have little ones that need baths, no problem. And here's your shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And your little sink over here with another mirror. I really like this room so far. One thing I've noticed while I was here in the lobby, whatever music they're playing, when you get in the elevator, it's playing in the elevator. When you get off the elevator onto your floor, the music's still playing. I thought that was a really neat, nice touch. But yeah, that's an overview of the room. And so far, I'm very happy with it. Here's the scene when you get out of the elevators on the 6th floor, which is the floor we're staying on. There's some nice beachy California looking palm trees over here. And then there is a really cool looking James Brown outfit. This has been a really fun motel to explore so far. Here we have the saxophone chandelier at the very top of the grand staircase. It's a really beautiful staircase that spirals all the way down to the bottom, where you'll find the pool entrance, the water taxis, and the shuttle buses, and the walk path to the parks. And the walk path takes about 5 minutes to walk, so it's not bad at all. We are at the pool area now. Looks like there's a cool little splash area in the middle of all these palm trees and these very large planters. It's really cool looking. This is a very nice pool. I've heard the slide is really good too. I have not gone down it yet. We're gonna get in the pool tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees in December the 2nd in Florida, which is why I live here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a very large neon guitar right above the slide. There's plenty of cabanas around the pool area to rent. And then as you look back to the resort from the pool area, it's a just beautiful resort. It is really, really pretty. I've been very happy and satisfied with my stay here so far. Up on the top there, you can see the Hard Rock logo kind of behind the palm trees. Very, very nice. Here's a nice little shallow pool with little fountains coming up out of the bottom for the young ones to play in. So I've walked back to the very back of the pool area, and there's the large guitar that we saw from across the pool. And there is also a volleyball net back here, or volleyball course I should say. And here's a look at the slide. It looks like a really fun slide. We're definitely gonna go down this tomorrow when it's warmed up a little bit. But it really looks like a decent slide. We are at the Beach Club Bar. This is really nice. I like the ceiling. It has a gazebo vibe in here. There's some nice TVs. Looks like it's a full liquor bar. And I believe you can get some poolside dining here. This is Ibalio's Marketplace. They have some grab and goes. Looks like they have a bunch of different snacks, some Doritos, some popcorn. We were in here earlier and I was looking at this cookie. I'm definitely going to get that chocolate chip cookie before I leave. Here are a few of the different snacks. Looks like there's a lemon loaf cake. That really looks good. It all looks really good. Maybe I'll come down and get one of each. I don't eat this kind of food when I'm at home. So when I'm on vacation, I really splurge. There's some cereal, more water, Fiji water, the same water that's in the room. They're $8 here, the same price as in the room. And you have some pretzels. A pretty good variety of snacks. There's also a freestyle Coke machine. And you have some Starbucks coffee over here. And wine. I think they even have some liquor. Yeah, Sailor Jack's, Jack Daniels. They have a pretty decent selection. And sunscreen and pool toys if you forgot things like that. And in this area you can get your coffee lids, napkins, paper towels, more cold beverages here. There's a microwave in this area. I think these cakes are really nice looking. If you were celebrating a birthday party, anniversary, this would really be nice. Pastries look really good. I'm probably gonna get one of these muffins before we leave too. It's a neat little store. You have some old gumball machines up here. There's some old lunch boxes underneath one of the areas. I'm not sure if those are for sale or not. I'm gonna ask about that, see if I can maybe buy one of those. There's a Grateful Dead lunchbox I would love to have. If you come in through the main entrance and take an immediate right and walk as far as you can down the hallway, you will come to the Palms restaurant. believe this is a separate entrance here for non-hotel guests who are just coming here for dinner, which apparently a lot of people do. And there's just tons and tons of old newspaper articles and pictures of famous people. Really nice. Up next we have the Rock Shop. So when you get here, don't expect your typical Universal gift store. It's all Hard Rock merchandise. And they actually have a really good sale going on right now. We're here on November the 1st, and they're having a 50% off sale. I don't know how often everything in the store is that heavily discounted, but there are guitars everywhere in here. This is really, really cool. The large TV behind there playing some Bruce Springsteen. Hey, I will probably have to do a voiceover on this because I'll probably get a copyright strike, or not copyright strike, but a copyright claim. They have Gene Simmons from Kiss, Battle Axe bass guitar, and I play bass, so yeah, I would love to have this. That would be so cool to have in the collection. But when you continue to the back of the store, that's where they have some drinks, and then you'll have all your items that you may have forgotten. Batteries, different types of medicine. The typical stuff you'd find. And you have some swimsuits over here for ladies, kids, and men. It's a very cool gift shop. Not your typical Orlando theme park shop at all. We are inside the gym at the Hard Rock. It's not a very big gym, but they have quite a few machines in here. There's a few free weights over here, dumbbells. It looks like they have some kettlebells, medicine balls. So you could definitely get you a good workout in here. It's the most unique gym I've seen. They have my favorite, the stair climber, but I'm not getting on that because I get so many steps in while I'm here at the parks. But this is a very, very cool little gym. There's also some saunas, showers, and she mentioned something else. I'm not sure what it was, but definitely sauna and showers. So you can get cleaned up before you go to the park, or even before you have to go back to your room. You really get the feeling that you've stepped into a Eagles album cover, standing here at dusk, looking at the front of the hotel. It is really beautiful, you guys. I've heard people over the years complain that the hotel's a little expensive, but I've done the math on it, and we're staying here for 2 nights, and we're getting Fast Pass for 3 days. So you get the Fast Pass for the day that you check in and the day that you check out. I added up the price of the Fast Passes, and that came out to higher than the rent, or I guess rent, for the 2 nights that we're staying. I think it was like $300 less to actually stay here and get your Fast Pass rather than just buy those. And you're in walking distance to the park. The water taxi ride is only 2 or 3 minutes from the park. So when you think of it that way, it really becomes a value if you're considering getting Fast Pass. And we're here Thanksgiving weekend, and I would not come to this park on Thanksgiving weekend without Fast Pass. There's no way. It's just way too busy. I have just walked out of the resort, and I am going to do the walking trail right now, and I'll let you guys know how long it takes to do the trail. The boat ride is about 2.5 minutes. I've already walked it 3 or 4 times, and I think it takes around maybe 5 minutes. There's a little cut through up here that goes through the garden that's really pretty. So I'll take you guys through there. I thought I'd go ahead and take this time to just talk about my stay and what it's been like staying at the Hard Rock so far. And it's really been nice. The staff here is very friendly and very useful. Here's the little cut through. It's really pretty through here too. You can walk around this way and it goes a little bit out of the way, but not much. But you'll miss this beautiful garden area here. Flowers, trees, these little gazebos with the vines growing over it. It's really, really pretty. So if you're going down the walking trail, yeah, I'd recommend cutting through here. It takes a little bit off, not much, but it's really pretty. It's a butterfly garden, and here is an identification chart for the different butterflies you might see while you're walking through this way. So that's kind of nice. Nice little touch. And it's, as you can see, it's a really pretty path. Here's a look back at the hotel. Lots of bamboo. This bamboo's really big. But like I was saying, the staff here has been very kind. The room was as clean as any room I've ever checked into. We're almost there. I can see the bridge going over the canal at CityWalk by the large universal sign that rotates. Getting really close now. One thing about going this way is you have bag check here. So as soon as you get to the end of the trail, you'll check your bags just the same as you would when you are riding the boat. But over this bridge, looking back at the park's a really nice view. And it's just beautiful out here today. It's about probably 78, sunny, very, very nice weather for being at the parks. It was really cool the first couple of nights we were here during Thanksgiving, but today's beautiful, beautiful weather. The temperature's just right. Really enjoying it today.
What's that?
That's funny. No jogging beyond this point. I have not been jogging. I am too tired for all of that. But let's check the time right here. That took 7 minutes and 9 seconds. So yeah, it's not too bad.